Terry Salyer here at Mountain Association. We're talking to Onus Hanekamp here at Hanekamp Manor Bikes and Books. And as we said on the last segment, this one we're going to give you a little inside peek of the workshop. This is where all the action takes place, and Onus comes in here, and I'm going to tell you, he's made a good thing with a small amount of space, but you can see all the tools that goes into really maintaining these bikes, which we talked about in that last segment. But Onus, tell us about some of the things that you do inside your shop here, maybe some of the repairs or some of the stuff that you do inside your shop.
Inside the shop here, this is where the magic happens. I try to do most of my repairs outside so there's more room. There's not a lot of room in this 10 by 10 building. This pretty much houses all of my tools, houses all my secrets. On the wall here, I've got, let's see, some of these bicycle tools are going on 40 or 50 years old.
Wow.
Some of these have been around for ages, but you know what? They still work because I keep them clean.
Yeah.
I keep them organized. And we've been flooded. This shop has been flooded 2 different times.
Really?
And these tools are still hanging here, even the old ones. Keep them clean, keep them lubricated.
Yeah.
Every couple of months, I take a can of WD-40 and just spray all my tools.
Wow.
That way WD-40 is a water displacing chemical that keeps the water and moisture off your tools.
Wow.
It's WD, which is water displacing 40. 40, it makes it the 40th trial and error to make it do what it was supposed to do.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
So that's how
we got its name from. That's awesome.
That's how we get the name WD-40.
Wow.
These tools here on the wall, these tools stay here. If I need them to work on a bike, they go outside with me. I've got a rolling cart here that I take them in and out with, just so I'm not having to make 100 trips in and out of the shop to get the tools I need.
Yeah.
I tend to load this up with the stuff I need and take it outside. Here on top of the shelving unit here, the gray toolbox is my race box. If I'm going to go to an event, or if I'm going to go set up at, say, St. Vincent's Mission and do a bicycle derby where I go over all the bikes, that box goes with me.
Wow.
Anything that I can do on a bicycle, I can do with the stuff that's in that box.
Wow.
So again, awesome. I grab that and I can go. Here in the corner, I have a folding bike stand that I can put in the trunk of the car and take with me. So again, I am mobile. I can go places and do work on bikes. Do I like to do mobile? No. Can I do mobile? Sure can.
So if you're on a trail or something like that and somebody broke down, you'd be able to throw your stuff in the back of that and go take care of it.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know of anybody in the area around here that does that, do they? They don't have the ability to go out there, and if there's a bike down or something, to fix it back up.
And the big thing with that is on most of the trails around here, especially the rails to trail systems, the big thing there you're going to have is flats. Because if there's a section where there's briar bushes along the trail and they come through and cut, there's briars on the trail. They're going to puncture your tire.
Oh, yeah.
So again, I carry a pump. It's not the big air compressor like I got there for here in the shop. It's just a regular hand pump that I can carry in my toolkit. I carry tons of patches. And again, I won't leave somebody sitting on the trail.
So what is most of the repairs, say, like if you had a situation like that you'd have to go to? I remember you mentioned punctures on tires and stuff, but what are some of the other stuff that you could get out there and help people with the bikes and coming to them maybe?
The 2 biggest things that I've discovered on the trails over the years, flat tires and honestly, chain problems.
Really?
I can't carry a chain for every bike, but I do carry a chain tool. So I can take a link or 2 out of your chain to get you on the road.
Wow.
I mean, if you can't fix a flat and you can't fix your chain, you're walking.
Yeah.
You're no longer a bicyclist, you're a walker.
Yeah.
I'm out to go for a bike ride.
There you go.
I'm not out to go for a walk. And that's why I gear my travel bag that I take with me anytime I go anywhere. I've got an extra tube for my bike. I've got an extra chain for my bike.
That's great.
For my bike. And there's any other bikes out on the trail, I can patch you up and get you on the way.
Well, there you have it, folks. You've got Mr. Onus Hanekamp right here that can fix you up. not only can you bring things to his shop right here, but you can also call him up and say, Onis, I need you to help me. I'm out here and my chain's broke. I got a flat tire or whatever. And he can get right to you help. So right here, folks, in Garrett, Kentucky, Hanekamp Manor Bikes and Books. We've had this time a segment right here with Onis. And Onis, we appreciate your time, and we look forward to much more success. What's the slogan that you use a lot of times?
Well, the Hanekamp Manor Bikes and Books logo and our slogan is, we are where your bikes go to get ready to ride.
Yeah.
But when I sign off on my videos, it's always keep the rubber down, keep the pedal spinning, and come talk to us about bikes.
I like that.
I love bikes.
Thanks so much, Onis.
No problem, anytime.
Terry V. Salyer back here, Mountain Association. We're talking to Deidre Hanekamp at Hanekamp Manor Bikes and Books, and Deidre is the one that pretty much heads up the publishing company here. And you know, there's a question that I always have. We talked about, you know, you did the editing and characterization in our last segment, but what I want to talk to now is if there's writers out there, Deidre, and they've gone to the extent to where they have put something on paper, and they might have even had an editor work with them as far as grammar and spelling and all that, but you want to distribute your book, you want to find and somebody to publish, and how would a person go about that? Is there different ways of doing that, or what would you suggest, you know, in your walk and your direction, your journey, if you want to publish something, what must you do?
So when you've finally written your manuscript, we usually have what we call the editing phase, where there will be 2 to 3 rewrites.
Mm.
So as you go back through your manuscript, you will continue to write and rewrite portions of it to make it make sense to you.
Wow.
Once you get to the very end of your final rewrite and you feel like you've done all you can do, there's alpha readers, the people who read it first. They can be close friends, family members, beta readers who read it second after you've made changes based on the first group's suggestions. Then, when you've done all you can do, you can either hire an editor, or if you feel confident with it and you feel like it's as good as you want it to be, you can start the submission process if you want traditional publication. And that would start with an agent. You would have to go and find an agent, and there is a resource. You can actually find a writer's resource guide. You can look it up on Amazon. I can't remember the exact name, but if you put in like writer's resources, you'll probably find it, and it lists all the agents and all the publication houses. Some publication houses will let you submit directly to them. Most of them will not.
Are they a publisher have a different style that you're looking at, or where they hang their hat on romantic novels or science fiction or something? Are there particular ones that just publish that type of, you know, specific work?
Yes, there are. And there's some that only look for poetry, some that only look for nonfiction, some for fiction, and then break it down for genre, like romance, fantasy, that sort of thing. Okay. And it can be really hard. There's a lot of gatekeeping. And if you're going to do traditional publication, I would say you really need thick skin. You're going to get rejected a lot.
Okay.
But at the same time, self-publishing also has its forms of rejection.
Could you go self-publishing and then your work be good enough, you feel, to then go to a different type of publisher? Or
there has been crossover.
Has there?
One of the ones that I know personally and I work with, she's a wonderful resource for me. I ask her my questions. Susan Tinsdale, she's a highly sought after romance writer, and even though I don't write romance, she's very good to answer my technical questions. She actually has been both self-published and traditionally published.
Oh, okay. So
it can go both ways. She is right now, she has her own publishing company just targeted for romance, and she independently publishes her work and the works of others.
So are you seeking material and things like that to be able to put a part of your publishing company, or if someone wants to write something, could they contact you to be able to submit those to you? Or
yes, right now I am open to submissions. I'm considering taking on other people's work to publish for them.
Okay.
In the past, specifically for Jody Irwin. She was one of my clients. She came to me, and we actually created a publication, a self-publishing platform for her, and I helped her do that independent of my publishing company. But I did heavy edits, a lot of ghost writing. She had some very difficult parts because hers was nonfiction. It was about a traumatic event that had happened to her. So there was times she needed me.
So if there was a situation to where a person was out there, then your consulting firm could go along with the publishing company to be able to get them to market, or the process of doing that. You would be more than willing to work with some people like that, maybe?
Absolutely. And even
Right.
if they don't want me to personally publish it through my company, I would happily consult with them and help them start their own publishing.
Great, great. Well, there you have it, folks. If you've got a book out there or something you've written down or whatever, you want to get it out to people, get a hold of Deidre here at Hanekamp Manor Bikes and Books, and particularly Deidre Hanekamp right here is a wonderful publisher, and she would love to look at your work or help you along your journey and process. So you writers out there, you have a means to be able to share your work with a greater person or people throughout that universe. So keep writing. You have a slogan you want to give people with to end it all off? I know Onus had one that he did. I didn't know. But
I usually just tell people that I'm here for you if you need me.
that's great. All right. Deidre, thank you so much. You have a great one, and we'll be talking to you again soon.